Gotta plug it in. Gotta plug it in, man. Yes, of course I'm recording. Happy Monday! Go ahead, chop. Are you doing a chop or what are you doing? Use the chop saw. That's why it's called a chop saw.
No, but like this one is gonna be.
I got that, but if you're gonna do a chop first, then do that cut. Okay. Don't. Yeah, that's why we have a chop saw. Proper tool etiquette. Can't get to the tools, but you know, hey, proper tool etiquette. Oh, jeez. Hey, that was neat. What's going on, everyone? How's everybody doing on this fine day? All right, so I'm trying the Osmos again, just because I have it. We spent money on it, and as you can see, it's doing this thing. Really? I don't. Okay. All right. Yep. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. All right. Hang on. I'm shutting this thing off.
What happened?
Oh, it's driving me crazy already.
Did you pause it?
To pause what?
The live show?
No, I want to pause the live show.
Keep recording?
Yeah, I'm going to try to get my phone out of here. Okay. Cancel. Okay, that was pitiful. All right. This thing sucks. I don't care. It was a waste of a lot of money. I hate it. Okay. Did you cut the plastic?
Got the plastic.
What do we got?
I got 2 pieces.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. So what he was cutting there, and the reason why you don't do it the way he originally wanted to is he was going to try to make a long cut with real thin material on a table saw. That's a no-no. But at least you're wearing safety glasses for once. And the reason why we need them in the first place is for this guy. Here's a down-firing 110 box that's going to go into, big surprise, a Jeep. Woo, yay. Yep. So we like to add just a little bit more height there, because as you can see, it's really close. So just that ½ inch is a little bit nicer. Make it out of plastic because this is all rhino lined and whatnot.
Yeah.
Fun. Yeah, go ahead. What's this Jeep getting, you ask? Well, she really liked the way the Z-Type sounded. X-Type. She really liked the way the Alpine X-Types sounded. They're not the easiest thing in the world to get into, let's say, this Jeep, because there's 2 different types of Jeeps that have this style mount. One of them on screws. That's really cool. This one, unfortunately, is the whole big piece. And these don't come with cups. So they stick out just a little bit, which I'm not a fan of. But they go in nice and tight, and they're not going to fall out. And they'll sound good, and that's what you wanted. Now, to power them, this is kind of cute. All right, so check this out. This is, of course, the W650. ILX Alpine. This is the cool Alpine 4-channel amplifier. This guy right here is the Kicker 500 watt amplifier. So what we got hiding up inside this dash right here is 5 channels, 50 by 4, 500 by 1 to power everything. And then for power distribution, we went ahead and put a distribution block, mounted it inside here. And that's pretty neat. The idea was to, keep it in a spot that is as dry as possible, because she's got a floppy top. She's going to be taking it off. She's going to be doing the beach thing. So that's what we came up with. Now, let's see, what do we got here? Young Dean, how we doing? Shout out from, hey, what's going on, man? It seems like you guys are Jeeps, F-150s, and Vets. We do a lot of Toyotas too. There's no doubt about that. Now, tonight we have a guest tonight. So when we go live on Facebook, we have a Facebook guest. How do you guys like the Alpine camera selectors? I don't. I use the pack. So the 41 or the 21. I don't like the Alpine at all. No, sorry Alpine, just don't like it. Doesn't work the way it's supposed to. It's analog, and the pack one works perfect. Okay, so today we have a guest, Bill Braun from Kickers, coming on. He is in charge of things like Instagram right here. We're going to interview him, which means we're not going to be doing the Q&A tonight. We're just going to be Q&A-ing him, because he's got a lot of neat stuff to talk about. So we're going to talk to him, see what he's got to say. Yep, there's the warhorse. We're getting close. It's going to go here in this area. And then what is that? What is that right there? What's that yellow box behind your head? That yellow box. Does everybody know what that yellow box is? So no, not that box, dude.
Oh, we have so many yellow boxes. Oh, yeah.
That
Right.
one,
Yeah.
the one that people would be concerned with. We'd love to see y'all do a podcast thing, Big D Wiz on 12. We have done 12 Volt Talk. We did 12 Volt Talk 2-3 months ago.
I think so, yeah.
We need to do another one though. Where we're both on it. That would be cool. Do I need to run extra wire to? Wait, do I need to run extra wire to run after?
After where?
After what? I don't know. Okay. What's in the box? A Warhorse. What's in this box is a Compar T10. Now, backing the train up here. So, for all you guys that noticed this kit is the Alpine kit that you can order from the parts department. This is the kit that comes with the WRA Alpine, but we can order it on its own. It's about $80, and it comes all metal. It's like the best Jeep kit you can get. We ordered, I don't know, 8 or 10 of these when they became available, and we've just kind of been selling through them. But cool. That's that. Anyways, so tonight we have Bill on the show, and all right. So we're talking about the yellow box. Easily sidetracked. Squirrel. The yellow box. What's the yellow box? That's the 801. This guy right here. This is the... If you don't know which 801 this is, then you didn't watch the video. When we went to Kicker, we amped dynoed this guy right here to see how much power we could get out of it. We had a lot of fun with it. We also did a Q-Class 500, which is in that bag right there. That's staying right there. But that is going to somebody. Now, how does somebody win such an amplifier, you ask? Well, it's real simple. You watch the Kicker Trip video, and you say what you liked, what you didn't like, what you'd like to see different. Anything along those lines, you have to comment. Right now, there's about 120 comments, I think.
Nice.
So that's 120 people with the potential to win. We're going to read them all, and then the one that we liked best is going to win the amplifier. But the only way to win is just to comment. You know, the thing
And
of it
I
is...
just like, oh, wow, that was
No,
good.
that was good. No, we want a real comment.
Yeah.
And that's...
Like, what do you think about the video?
So you got to understand, we want to do more of these. We want to be invited out to places like Rockford and Audio Control and iData and all these fun places. In order to do that, we have to have feedback that we can offer to them.
Correct.
In order to do that, we need your feedback. We need to know what you guys liked, what you didn't like, what you'd like to see more of. If it was perfect, you can say it's perfect. But we need those things.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one who we liked the best, they get the amp.
There you go.
And of course, that's that. We'll reach out to you and say, hey, you won. Yay. If you want us to sign it, we'll sign it. I don't care. And that's it. So that's the prize. That's the carrot that's dangling out in front of you. I can invite you to Vegas. We'd like to go to Vegas. Because, well, yeah, because there's a lot of places we like to go. But Kingpin is in Vegas. SEMA is going to be in Vegas. Would you know the difference between Morello Maximus 302 versus Maxima 6, other than the built-in crossover on the It's probably it. I mean, it's. I mean, I would assume there's not much difference. But no, honestly, I'm not looking at it. I don't really know the difference. Sorry, do I need to run extra wire for aftermarket door speakers and an 09 Jeep Wrangler?
No.
Yeah. I mean, they have. No.
No, I mean, it's... No.
I mean, if you're going to be running 200 watts, yeah.
Exactly. If
you're just doing normal 75, 100 watts, you're fine.
You're good.
Really, that's going to be the one with the 4x6s that you can buy the 5 1/4 adapters for.
This is 2009.
2009. Well, what is this? I don't know.
The new one. No, you good.
It's 2009, not a 2019.
No, I said 2009.
I know, but which speakers are in the doors? Is it a
6.5?
Is it a 6 or is it the?
6.5.
Is it a 6 or is it a 4x6?
No, it's
Is that the new dash?
6.5.
All right. Well, if it's the new dash, 6.5. Okay. Sorry. No door speakers. Well, yeah, we know. We meant in the dash. So in the front of the dash, this location here.
In your knees.
It's like I'm not a years guy. So like here, this is where the 6.5 goes. This is also where the 4x6 goes. So you know, if it's this style dash that has the 6.5, you're golden. If it's the other style dash that has the ugly 4x6, then get the 5 1/4 adapters and put those in, because the 4x6s suck. Mm-hmm. Bobby, what's up? Love your videos. Best installer. Thank you. Yes. Yes to what? Oh, we could have just faced it that way. We got.
Yeah,
hold on.
you
Let's,
get it
as I
right
say, we
there.
just do this. That's
Look at
now.
that.
Now we can see both of us, and we just look like we're in a fun house. We'll just do that. Woo!
No.
No, I know. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Just wanted your thoughts.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but I don't know what that's responding to.
As for the Jeep.
No. What's up from Car Toys in Irvine? Hey,
Texas.
man, what's going on at Car Toys? MTI.
MTI.
Is that MTI? It's got to be MTI. How many other Car Toys are in Texas?
Luis.
You thinking? I don't know
thinking.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
You having a moment?
That's mobile toys.
Is that mobile toys? Car Toys, mobile toys, cartoons.
No,
Either
but they
way,
Texas.
we're gonna stick
So,
with
there
that.
you
Car
go.
Toys in Irvine, Texas. Check them out.
Yeah.
They're on Instagram. And I suck at names.
Exactly.
There's two. We have a cartoons. Do we have a Car Toys? We have two cartoons.
We have two cartoons right here. Yeah.
Man,
It's a lot of cars and a lot
God,
of tunes
God,
and a lot of
tunes,
toys.
a lot of toys. But anyways,
Don't
they're in
forget,
Irvine.
guys. Tonight, 6:30 Eastern Standard. It's gonna be Bill from
Ooh.
Kicker and Lori.
Bobby's daughter's
Yeah.
getting married. Bobby's daughter's getting married Friday, then Disney on Saturday. Well, congratulations to your daughter, man. That is awesome.
Congratulations.
Do you
man.
install epicenters daily? No.
No.
As much as we'd like to? No. Because, I mean, there again, it
But
just
we do.
depends what's
We
going
do
on with the
epicenters.
day. I mean,
I don't know if you remember the Camaro. That was the Camaro that we put the epicenter on the left side, and the Rockford Marine in the right side, left side. I don't know.
oh,
Either
Car
way.
Toys. Now I know what I was thinking.
What?
Car Toys is the chain. The chain of Car Toys.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, no, you don't. There's a chain of of stores called Car Toys.
Okay. Yeah.
The Kenwood rep used to manage. Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you. So yeah, there's
yeah.
a chain called Car Toys, Texas, Washington, Colorado.
Yep.
Yes. Now I know who you are. Thank you so much for clearing. It's Monday. Got a minute. Need a minute to think.
There you
Yes,
go.
I know exactly who they are. Chain store. A lot of cool stuff. No
Yes.
doubt. All right. Mid-range Morels.
Ranch Morales.
I don't know. Have you ever installed the front-facing camera on a Jeep Wrangler? Can't find a good place to mount anyhow. Yeah, that's a tough one because it all depends on the bumper. So
Hello from Cali.
let's take a look at this one and we'll see what the front of this one looks like. So like this has that crappy plastic bumper still. So if that was the case, I would go right into this area because this is plastic I can attach to it. So I'm gonna go here. I could also do a fisheye right into this because it's facing down. The key to doing a front-facing camera is that you don't want to make it perfectly straight. Like, so this is perfectly straight, whereas when I come down here, this is angled. So if I fisheye out of this area, it's going to be coming down like this, which it'll see the curve. If I mount the typical mirror-style camera that we use for the front, it faces down too at like a 30-degree angle, so that would mount up into here really good. Where you run into the problems with those is that if you have a Jeep that's got a big metal bumper, that's tough. That's really tough because you got to get through that big metal bumper. How to turn off chime in a non-Bose GM Most 50 system? Well, first off, you just do an amp pro. You flick dip switch 3. That's if it's anything but the 7-inch, and then it controls the volume from that. So that's all you got to do. Use amp pro, dip switch 3, turn it on. We have a video that shows you how to do the whole thing. Just search Chevy Amp Pro non-Bose. So we have one for Bose and one for non-Bose. Both of them, obviously, but the one for the non-Bose will walk you through the whole process. The only thing that it does is because, and this is only in a certain portion of the cars, because most 50, the signal's there, whether there's Bose or not. The only difference is in some of the cars, the analog tuner is disabled on like the left channel or the right channel, so it mirrors that channel over, and you're good to go. But that's how you fix that issue. Okay, so many choices from what is best mid-range. Okay, price point.
Which one? Morel Maximus?
Yeah, it's the Maximos.
And what else?
Like the 6. Well, no, I'm just saying mid price point. I mean, the Maximos sound really good. I mean, there's
and that's for that price point.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in that price point, definitely go for them. I mean, obviously the Virtus is nicer, but
yeah,
you know, it's also a lot more money. So do what you need to do. All right, what do we got here? Did Fernando just made Batman's voice? Do it again. Don't do it. That was actually his Arnold voice. That wasn't a Batman voice.
No, but I can make it Batman.
Oh, you can?
Oh, yes. Oh, I can make. See? Oh, man, I can be in Hollywood. Totally.
Oh, you could totally be in Hollywood. I don't know if they put you in front of a camera, but you could totally be in Hollywood.
Hey, just cleaning or something. Hey, I can do that.
And I'd be right there behind you. Hey, man, let me get those bugs. Ooh, hybrid. Hybrid cars? Yeah, you can do hybrid cars. You want to just make sure you can amplify it's very efficient. Dean, when you had your Rams, what year were they? Okay, so I had a 97, a 2000, and then a 2003 or 4. No, 97. And it'd be a 2001 because it was a 4-year lease. So 97, 2001, and a 2005, 2004. It was a 2004, 2003. It's 2003.
Wow.
I have to think because it was 2003 because in 2004 they took the vent away. So I had a 2003. So then go back. It was a 99 or a 2000. Either way, it was in those years. I think the first one was a 97.
Okay.
But yeah. So the first one was the first two were single cabs that had, the first one had 2 Alpine Expert 502s, an image dynamic subwoofer with image dynamic horns and 6.5s.
Horns?
Yeah, it had horns.
Ooh.
Big under dash horns. And then the second one was a full Kenwood system, so it had the P907 flip out with navigation. It had 2 or 3 amplifiers, 2 monoblocks, and a 4-channel that used to have the sliding doors. The Kenwoods that made the sliding doors had 4 Kenwood DB purple 10s, 7x10s in the doors, 3.5s or 4.5s. 4.5s in the dash. I cut the dash to fit 4.5s. Any pictures? Probably not. I have to look. I've been trying to find them. I have to see.
Really?
I have pictures somewhere. And then the last one was the extended cab. By then I was kind of over the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I put the 7x10s in the doors, the 5.25s in the rear doors. I took 2 of the 1 monoblock and 1 of the 4 channels. Put 2 10s underneath the back seat. I still have the other 2 10s. One's in a box, one's I still have them. They're in my garage. I was looking at them the other day. That's all I have left from that system. Oh, I have the 7x10s in the attic. That's right. I still have the 7x10s. And then I got a new radio, but I don't remember what I had because the radio just kept coming out and changing and whatnot. But that's that. And then I sold the 2 10s in the Ram box when I got the Camaro to Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron bought those and put those in his Dodge Ram at the time. So, and I don't know who ended up with those, but I still have 2 of the 10s. And then the Camaro, as you guys know, hasn't had crap. So, it's been a while. If had an e-Golf 100% electric, is there a way to install audio system in them? So it's e-Golf. I'm assuming that's a Volkswagen or a golf cart. If it's a Volkswagen, you'd
E-Golf?
E-Golf. I've never heard of e-Golf, but I'm assuming that's the
Golf
Volkswagen
golf
Golf electric.
No.
So it all depends on electric cars. Is if there is, yes, you can. It just depends where the 12-volt point is. So a lot of the times you do have to add in a extra battery, but there again, it depends if how it's charging. Is there a 12-volt battery in the car, or is it just taking 12 volts with a down converter off of the main battery? So that's where the trick comes in. But amps like this guy here, the Forza Prima, or the regular Primas, the Arc, this guy right here, the PS 850. These are all amplifiers that are designed to work off like low voltage power. Even as we found out in the video, this guy, the 800, this will play down to 8.5 volts. 9 volts is where it triggers. So if you watch the video and watch the amp dyno on this, you'll see how this does in low voltage mode. But they're designed to do stuff like that. The other one is, which we have coming here shortly, We have the DSP from Helix. The Helix amplifiers, a lot of their new amplifiers are designed to operate at very low voltage. So those are the type of things you'd want to be looking into, getting something like that. And there we go. Morel's finally here. All the questions we've had about Morel, and she finally shows up.
Hi. You got
Okay.
the camera.
Yeah.
There you go. Hi.
Sorry. Some hybrid amps from Rockford Fosgate. Yes, those the Power T's would work as well. Yeah, exactly. Golf. Yeah. All right. So it was the Golf. So that's what you want to look at. You want to look for amplifiers that work in that low voltage type systems like that aren't going to draw tons and tons of power off the system and really tax it. Fortunately, you're lucky as there's a ton of them right now. However, the downside to it is a premium amplifier, so you'll be paying for that as well. Now, what we just mentioned Helix. What we have coming from Helix is their new mini DSP that is a 4 in, 6 out, and it works at like 6 volts. I think it's 6 or 7 volts.
6.
Was it 6? Yeah, we haven't got it yet, so we're pretty excited about that. It's going to be pretty fun. I like to play with new stuff. Are you supervising Nando's? No, somebody has to hold the phone. Trust me. I don't,
Supervising me?
And we take turns. Like, I made the wire, and he's running the wire. Helix would be fine down to 6 volts for a limited time. Yeah, so, and there again, we don't want these amplifiers running at a constant low voltage. We just want to make sure that, something like an electric car, a stop-start car, or something like that, these amplifiers are designed to deal with things like that. But
yeah.
No, I would definitely not want to run the car at 6 volts at all, ever. But
No.
they can take it, is what I'm getting at. They're designed.
Yeah, but you're not
It's better than just going out and buying some big surfboard amplifier that's 200 amps of current.
So like the video that you guys talk about with Yo, it's not because like the amplifier can take it, you should do that.
Right.
It's like
So in that video we were talking about the 3-phase versus the boost. And like the 3-phase is designed to constantly increase the amperage draw to put out the amount of current, whereas the boost just does all kinds of fun and will have a lot of joy there. All right, last question. How the best way to put a double din in a 97 Dodge Ram where a single din originally was? Well, according to the guy on the internet, all you need is a chainsaw. Just hit it with a chainsaw. Yeah, just go at it with a chainsaw, cut it right up.
No, don't
but
do that.
no, seriously.
Metra?
Does Metra have a
That's
kit for
Metra.
that?
Metra
Check
has
MetraOnline.com. They might actually have a spacer for that finally, like that F-150 we just did. Okay, I'm just getting bad lighting. There we go. I'm just trying to get away from the bad lighting. So check that out. What's a good mid-range wideband speaker? Oh, like a high...
Like the 2.5?
Like the 2.5?
3?
So, I mean, if you're looking for the high-frequency mid-range... Kenwood has theirs. That's, whatever. Audison has theirs. But, of course, my favorite, here they are, right here, the CCWR254. That's them right there. Ooh, look at that. Doesn't that look sexy? It looks like a miniature woofer. But, yeah, so that's what I recommend. These sound great. All right. Well, just to recap, tonight, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, we have Bill Braun on. We're going to talk to him. We're going to interview. We're going to have a good time. So make sure to turn into Facebook for that at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. We'll be back again tomorrow here on the Instagrams to do whatever it is we do. Say goodbye, Fernando.
Bye, Fernando.
See you guys. That never gets old, right? All right, bye. Hey, buddy.
Hello.
What you doing?
Oh, I'm going to solder the wires over here.
Solder some wires?
Yeah.
Yeah? Backup camera?
Backup camera, baby.
Using your Aussie iron? Look at
Aussie
that.
Iron US.
Is it .us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, .us. Good call.
See? I remember that. So, what's going on?
The
The
usual.
other side of the world.
The other side of the world?
Yeah, this is our world. That's it.
You're just a squirrel trying to get a nut. Anyways, no, we had a couple things we wanted to get in today. We had 2 things that were, oh, look, it's you. It's like the Matrix. Anyways, we had 2 things that we wanted to talk about today, and we wanted to make sure you learned something because apparently somebody didn't learn something last night in last night's video. They totally didn't get anything out of it. Sucks to be them, because did you have a good time with Bill?
I have a good time, yeah.
I had a great time with Bill. Bill's a very interesting guy. It was a lot of fun. Hey. So there's two things that are neat that we have here today. Hey, Morale, what's going on, Natasha? Anyways, now we just rearranged this wall, so give me a minute to find them. And here it is. So today, it officially came out, which is this guy right here, which I'll flip it around. This guy right here, the RPA VA1. Now I know what you're thinking. That looks neat. What is it? So, if you're doing something like this Dodge Ram, oh, not me, this. So if you're doing something like this Dodge Ram or any other car that has a factory backup camera and you need to retain it. However, when you do, you get video noise, meaning it looks like crap. Can I get you to help me out here for a second?
Yes.
No problem. So if you get video noise, there's really not much you can do. There is a power line filter that we've got a video out that we've used in the past that sometimes helps, but a lot of the times the noise is actually just coming from the differential composite video output. So what this is designed to do is you have an input, you have an output, and right over here you have a filter hidden. You have an accessory and a ground that you hook up, and what this is designed to do is to fix that staticky noise that you get, making your factory backup camera look less than desirable. Of course, it has cool little instructions right here that'll walk you through the process, but for the most part it is just a 2-wire hookup along with plugging in the RCAs. This just became available today from PAC, so if you have that messed up backup fuzzy image happening usually when the engine is on, not so much when the engine is off, then you can go ahead and pick one of these guys up from one of your PAC dealers. Rock on. Now they might not even know this even exists yet, so make sure you ask for it by model number so that they can call their rep and get that in for you. Secondly, because we said we had two things to talk about today, this one is a bit more fun because that's just kind of like, hey, I got noise, that'll fix it. Yay! Two, this is the, as we've done a lot of these lately, ILXW650, but really what the point is it's a short chassis radio. And we have this guy right here, which is the Dodge Ram. Now why that becomes fun is a lot of you guys have asked in the past, hey, it's got this ugly metal bracket right here. To put in a normal doubled-in radio, you have to cut it. Do I have to cut it if I'm going with a short chassis radio? The answer is no. It goes right in, and there is tons of room. I can fit my whole hand, so there's, feels like 2, maybe 2.5 inches between the back of this radio and that bar right there. So you don't have to do nothing.
Bonus.
It'll just slip right into place. That'll make installation a lot easier. And for those of you guys that are super worried about doing any form of cutting on your factory piece, there you go. You don't have to worry about it when you get the short chassis radio. Now, just to give you an idea of how deep this is, let's see if I can hit it with a tape measure real quick, because I know that's always the next question. Hold on.
You got a tape?
I got a tape.
I think we box.
Yeah, but this is so much easier. Hold on. Flip it around. So there we go. This is 2¼ inches deep. Now keep in mind that the plugs and stuff stick off about 1 inch. So with that being said, you're all good to go.
Yep. No
Rock
problem.
on, right?
Yep. With no problems.
So no problems there. That will simply just go right in, make your installation super easy. It's unfortunate we are getting away from CDs, but digital music receivers are the way to go. Okay, well, yes, admittedly, but I mean, I haven't played a CD in my car ever. Oh, well, I take that back. When I got the Iasca test disc, I went ahead and that was the only disc I've ever played in my car.
Right.
But now with digital, high-res tracks and stuff like that, hdtracks.com, you can go download some amazing stuff and get pretty amazing, but even like regular, I don't know, I listen to iTunes, so what do you listen to?
I listen to iTunes.
Yeah. I mean, I've done Tidal, and it did sound better, but
Not worth it?
it wasn't worth it for me.
For you. Exactly.
I still have a stack I play through. I mean, I still have all my CDs, but they're just sitting. Where's Bobby? CDs. I still have all my CDs. They just sit there, though. I have like a 300-disc Pioneer changer in my entertainment center that they all just kind of chill out in. And then the new ones just kind of chill out with all the DVDs and laser discs. That's right. I said laser discs. USB. Yep. So I just bought that SanDisk SSD drive. I have to transfer all my HD tracks over to that. I haven't done that yet. I know, it's so lazy. Tidal. So there's a new one other than Tidal that Ada's using, and I don't remember what it was, but they add the artwork that says HD on it, so immediately that makes it better, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I got to tell you, the other day when John was playing Tidal in his truck, that sounded like total crap compared to the high-res audio that Nick was playing. So,
Of course, I mean, with the Bluetooth from Mosconi.
Ooh, dude. They still have a music keg on the shelf from back in the day. Dang. I thought Paul had some old stuff. Wow. So it's called a music keg, all right? So back before iPod was a thing, hard drives for media were just starting to like, hey, that's pretty cool. Well, there was no operating system. So Kenwood, being a forward-thinking company that they were, decided that they were going to write, well, okay, they probably didn't actually, they probably paid someone. But anyways, it was a removable hard drive that went into your car like a changer. So think of like an Atari game, okay, or a Sega game.
Yeah.
And so you click it in like that, and you could store a bunch of music on it. So it was called the Music Keg. And so we sold a handful of them. And that was neat. So yeah, I forgot all about that. That was the first foray into like, and you could have a music keg and a CD changer, because with the Kenwoods you could like daisy chain stuff. It was pretty neat. Like I had in my Dodge Ram, I had a changer in the armrest and a changer under the seat. Stock hedging won't do 0 dB on DD1. What are my options using the DSR1? Turn the volume up. Not all radios have distortion or put out enough signal to where it distorts. It actually happens more frequently than you know. So don't worry about it. Just turn the gain up. It's okay. Didn't BMW throw something like that into the few cars? Yes, they did. That was pretty neat. That they did. All right. Kenwood also used to make a I think I've told you about it. When screens were just becoming all the rage, they made a controller that was going to plug into your screen. Distorts way too soon on 0 dB. Ooh, so we got it. Okay, so that means that the 1000 hertz may be EQ'd down. So that could also be the problem, is that the 1000 hertz is EQ'd down automatically. So you might want to get like an oscilloscope and look at other frequencies other than 1000 hertz. So sometimes we run into that problem. Sometimes we can turn the gains up. Sometimes when that happens, we'll pull out the oscilloscope and look at the sine wave and see what it's actually doing, playing something other than 1000 hertz.
And if you're looking for oscilloscope, you can head out to
oh yeah, good call.
tool drawer.
I don't think that one's on there yet. I might be lazy and have not missed it. But I mean, you can pick up the Lumi. Definitely pick up the Lumi. But if you want the cool hotness right now, it's the DS211 single channel color LCD. It's like $70. But you remember, so if you think about a DD1 is a test light oscilloscope. It looks at two frequencies and that's it. Most of the time, that's perfect. It saves time. It's the way to go. However, if there's equalization done on the car, the factory radio has turned down 1000 hertz or bumped up 40 hertz or 40 hertz isn't there, that's where the DD1 is going to fall flat. And that's where learning to use oscilloscope is definitely the way to go.
Yeah.
Camaro Bros, what's up?
Camaro Bros.
I got mine out back right now. I'm trying to film some stuff. So that might be why you're running into a problem using the DD1.
Yeah.
So it's always, listen, tools are cool. Tools that make life easier are cool, definitely, no doubt about it. But knowing how to use the harder version of those tools is definitely the way to go. You know, we could subscribe to internet software that tells us all the things we need to know about cars. However, being able to diagnose it and actually figure out what the car is doing is a talent in itself. That's why we always try to do a link to, let's go. We do have a link to the Lumi, which is in here. This one, top one. So the Lumi, hold on, I'll just spin this around. This is the Lumi here. This is a monocolored oscilloscope digital multimeter. So if you don't have a digital multimeter, this is definitely a better get. We do have a link to this on DNF Tool Drawer. This will give you your oscilloscope reading as well as your voltage and all that other fun stuff. So this is nice to have as well. If you have, okay, there you go, audio control. So if you got the big money, oh shoot, there's one right here. If you got the big money and you want the tool of tools, the DMRTA will also do it for you, because the DMRTA will give you an RTA so you can see what that signal looks like playing pink noise, so you can see if there is an EQ curve in it screwing things up. It has an oscilloscope built in it, so you can go ahead and play your test tones through this. It has a voltage output, so you can see what kind of voltage is coming out of that. We have a bunch of videos showing you how to use this. If you're an installer, this is the one tool that will take place of everything that is in all these drawers. This is Fernando's toolbox. Way to go with your collection, bro. Yeah. All right. Yes, I got that one in the toolbox. Perfect. You're a right teen. Every now and then, not too often. If you ask my wife or Haley, they'll definitely tell you I'm never right. It's
You're
just
never right?
No, I'm never right. I'm always wrong.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of like yesterday, man. So here's the deal. I'm gonna stop posting anything at 5:30 a.m. in the morning. That's just gonna stop. We tried like some videos were posting at 5:30 a.m. Some were posting at 5:30 p.m. or 5 p.m. Everything's going to p.m. That's just how it's gonna be. I don't like waking up in the morning to stuff that I don't want to read. So kind of ticks me off for the day. Today ticked me off. So
you like, no kidding. He came like, oh my God, like.
He's so like, full of crap.
Wow, man, slow down.
You're so wrong.
The sugar is all over the place right now.
What sugar? Dude, you're nuts. Anyway, so yeah. I got nothing. You got anything else?
No.
I think we covered. I think we had a good conversation.
Yeah, that's it.
What's your thoughts on a comp Rs? I have 3 on a Brutus 500. I like the comp Rs. Love the comp Rs.
Yeah.
Big fan. Oh, before I forget, good call.
Yeah.
Question: I'm planning on getting 2 12-inch subs. Should I go smaller but get more if it makes? Should I? All right, hold on. Or should I go smaller but get more quality? Does that make sense? Okay, so 2 mediocre 12s or 2 high-end 10s. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? I mean, I'm a 12s guy. I've always been a 12s guy. I mean, I've had 10s, and I recommend 10s, but I like 12s.
To be honest, right now, I'm a big fan of the 6.5 to 8-inch.
Okay.
Yep. That's
so there you go.
That's what I need. I don't need nothing more. You know?
Okay.
I love the bass. Don't get me wrong. I love the bass. But right now, the 8s and the 6s...
Ninja, what do you like, 10s or 12s? So the question, Ninja, is... 2 okay 12s or 2 better 10s. See, the thing is, this never really comes up because, like, mainly the difference between like a 10 and a 12 is like 10 to 20 bucks.
Exactly.
So I mean, you're talking $40. It's not like you're gonna go from a set of comps to a set of Rs.
Right.
The difference between a 10 and a 12. I mean, it's still
honestly,
$100 to $200
I would go with
more.
the 10s.
I mean,
would go with
if I'm
10s.
having my druthers, I'm buying 2 P312s.
Okay.
You know, that's just what I'm buying.
I buy the 2 10s. The T1s.
High-end 10s. All right, Shaughnessy says high-end 10s.
T1,
However much airspace that is available. Exactly. Dictates the size of the driver. Whoa, slow down there, killer, with the whole airspace thing. What are you talking about, airspace?
There's not such a thing.
Come on, just buy a prefab box, throw it in the back of the car. No. Anyways, question is, what is the most common thickness of paleolite or PVC sheets you order, and where can I get them? So we get ours. So there's a place called GE Polymers that's here. That's a chain. And then we have another place here we order most of it from called Farco. You can get it on Amazon. We do have links in DNF Tool Drawer. The most common sizes that we use are 1/2-inch PVC, 1/4-inch PVC. Those are definitely the two most common. And then we also use 1/8-inch ABS and 1/4-inch ABS. 1/4-inch ABS, we probably use the most of the two out of the two of those. 1/4-inch ABS and 1/2-inch PVC are what we use tons of. Hey Dean, did you get the chance to test the... No, I did not. Science. She blinded me with science. Anyways, on that note, before I forget, this guy right here is still up for grabs. This is gonna go okay, so this, you have a chance to get this. It's not winning it, you just have a chance to get it up until 12 o'clock Saturday night. So 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is the last opportunity you have to win this. Now, for those of you that don't know how to win this, you need to go to the Kicker Travel video, watch the video, and then tell us what you liked, what you didn't like, what you might have liked to see different, but a comment, not just like, hey, great job. We want actual feedback. The reason why we want feedback is because, hey, Kicker isn't going to be the only company we go visit if we have our way. And we need to know the type of information that you guys want us to get while we're there.
Yeah.
That's it. So we're using you guys, we're baiting you guys with a amplifier to get that information. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, and I got my warhorse in the wall.
Oh yeah, well, if you guys caught last night's show, we managed to get this up before the show started. It was pretty funny. I might have missed it, but how do you guys set gains on an amp running off a Mechaless head unit? So, on this phone that we're watching this on, I have a Dropbox account. My Dropbox account has all the test CDs on it, and they're in full form. So I didn't do any compression or anything like that. Made a file for file rip, uploaded them to Dropbox, because Dropbox has a lot of space, and that's where all those files set. So, in this particular car, this one that we're putting the shallow mount single chassis whatever radio in that fits without having to cut the metal behind the dash, we would be using that to do all our testing. We just plug in and we're good to go. Now, if you don't have another Sheffield Labs, another disc to own, and I say disc, you can digital download, whatever, it's the Sheffield Labs test disc. You can get it on iTunes. It is the best. Like, you guys always ask where to get polarity tracks from for testing polarity. That's the one we use. The Sheffield Labs has the best polarity test. So go ahead, buy that. Then make a playlist that excludes that from everything, because nothing sucks worse than when you're listening and on random and 1,000 hertz test tone just comes blaring over your system. You're like, oh my God! Yeah, and blows all your speakers. So definitely do that. All right, guys. This has been Tuesday. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. You guys have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Well, good day, buddy.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. What are we doing?
We're doing live.
From where?
Well, good day, buddy.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. What are we doing?
We're doing live.
From where?
From Instagram.
It's too early.
No, it's
People
not.
are working.
It's lunchtime. The United States was calling. All right. Anyways, it's 1 o'clock on a Friday. We got a ton of stuff we got to talk about. Ton of stuff. You want to give me a hand for a second?
Yeah.
All right. So keep doing what you're doing. I don't need you yet, but I will need you. Actually, you know what?
I came over here, guys.
Yeah. You're up. All right. Grab my iPad. Open it up to the page that's on. So this morning, saw some news. Oh, it's already open. Saw some news come in. For those of you that are Rockford fans, check this out. These are the new Prime amplifiers. That's right. Rockford is going to come out with a Prime amp. I don't know if this was supposed to make it into the magazine yet, but it is, and look at that. So it's like they kind of look like a cross between a Prime and a Power Series amplifier. They have like the Power heat sinks on the sides, but not on the top.
Or the punch.
No, the Power.
Okay.
Or either way.
I can see it,
Yeah, it looks like the Power. But so there's... I don't know anything else other than that. When you click on the link, it doesn't take you anywhere. So I don't think this was supposed to go active yet. Okay. Along with, in the same article, there was a, which you're not going to find it in there because I don't know where I put it, is a link or an article on, the new controller for iData. So it's their smartphone app that they've been talking about. I'm sorry.
Audio control.
Thank you. I was just typing iData in my thing.
Yeah.
So their app apparently is, maybe by the end of the month, we'll see the Smart Control app for audio control. It's got 4 presets on the bottom and a big knob. Other than that, don't know what it does, but pretty excited about that.
It's coming.
Yeah. I'm going to be putting a kicker at 801 already. Okay, cool. Since you already have an 801. Hello, gentlemen.
There you go.
I'm stuck at LAX Airport. We were just talking about you, Chris. I saw in the magazine that came out the picture of the app along with the 2 new LGDs that are apparently now shipping.
Yeah.
So, pretty cool there. We just never talk anymore. Anyways, so there's that.
Yeah.
So there's 2 big bombshells that just came out today. As far as within the next week or 2, I suppose all this stuff will be able for us to play with. So that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
801, the master volume or sub volume control from the app, as well as switch between the 4 presets.
Yep.
So cool. Connected last night at the training. All right. Well, there you go. So, it's in email. I don't have email connected to that, so I can't show you a picture of it.
Right.
But the app, hopefully within the next couple weeks, will be downloadable. Because I looked this morning after I saw the article, and it wasn't up yet. So soon, I can assume.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So for all you guys that have the audio control DSPs that take the Bluetooth dongle, so that's the D612 and the DM608 and the DM810.
Yes.
All of those. That's the plan. We're almost done. So there you go. Hopefully by the end of the month we'll have that out and you can start controlling your DSP from
your
tablet,
smartphone.
Pretty cool. Now, as I was saying, this guy right here, the 800.1, this is still up for grabs. If you watch the video from Kicker that we did, and you come back and comment and tell us what you like, what you didn't like, what you'd like to see in another trip or something like that, then this guy could be yours. That is going to expire Saturday night. So we'll talk about it one more time, but 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Saturday night, it's over. As far as the winning goes, right now I think there's like 125 comments, so get them in. We're going to read them all. I've been reading most of them. Fernando and I, and probably Haley, will go through all those and figure out who had the best comment, and you'll win.
Winner.
And it's the best comment. It's not, bro. No,
like it.
those
cool.
we're just going to skip past. We want some real meat and potatoes here, guys. Some real meat and potatoes. I just bought one. You would have had and there again, it doesn't need to be a paragraph.
No.
We don't need a full dossier. Just to the point. We can read between the lines. We're pretty good at that. Phoenix Gold amplifier D class, good for SQ. Yeah, I mean we have those. What are those? TI3s?
The TI3s.
We have the TI3s sitting right there behind Fernando that we've been playing with. Those things are awesome. Hey, guess who just showed up?
Morale.
Natasha. What's going on? How you been? How's life? Okay, so that was the news. We wanted to get that out of the way. But what we're working on here is this brand new 2019 Jetta. It's a simple upgrade, and by simple I mean it's not. But the plan is to, we're putting in a set of R-type speakers here in the doors, and we're upgrading the subwoofer, and it's all just going to get powered off a 5-channel amp. So as far as the simple goes, that's what it is. We're not going crazy.
No.
Morale and audio control amps.
No, actually,
are made in heaven. Yes.
We're going to go active, right?
Well, no, it's active. It's the factory's active, so we're going to
So,
keep active. We're just going with a DSP so we can do a little bit of equalization just because we're doing different speakers.
Yep.
But why this was important is this tweeter right here from the factory. All right, so this is the tweeter. All right, and you can see it's kind of weird. Now it almost looks like it comes apart, but it doesn't, and that's where the problem lies. If you'll notice those 3 holes, all right, what they do is they actually plastic weld it into place. So this little guy here, here, and here are what hold the tweeter. Now, fortunately, these 2 actually just fell off. This one, well, it didn't work out so well. So now what we have to do is we have to figure out how we're going to mount the tweeter here. And it's just a generic tweeter as far as, like, there's no mounting that'll allow us, and we can't, they thermal glued in the whole thing, so this doesn't come out, so we can't go from the front. And this car is a lease, and that's the key. This all has to go back to factory when we're done. So this tweeter is going to have to go back in here onto these points. So we can't just melt the crap out of them. We're going to need those points to put the new one back in. So this is what we've come up with. This is our new tweeter. All right. So there's a strap on the back. And how we built this is really the story. So Mobile Solutions makes this guy right here. All right. You've seen us talk about it before. This. They make this right here. And they make these right here. Now, I don't care what they cost. They're worth every penny you are going to spend to buy them. And I think the whole one is like $100. All right? It is a must-have. If you're an installer and you don't have that, you should get it. All right? Because what that allowed us to do is make this hole. So all you have to do is take your tweeter, this guy, and you just put it into the hole. Once you find the hole that fits, you route it out on some plastic. Then all we have to do is easily take this and attach the tweeter to it. Flip. Attach the tweeter to our new piece. That allowed us to get the shape, the exact shape. And we used the roto zip to square out the holes because these holes are actually square. And the end product is this guy right here. Now this is made out of 1/4 inch PVC, and then the back brace is made out of 1/8 inch ABS. We wanted this a little bit stronger so that it stays and heat forms. And this is just heat formed to it. So you put on some gloves, you get it really hot, and you melt this into place. And then we use some really tiny screws to screw it together here in the front. And then this just comes over and attaches just like that. So that is in the actual factory mount, so it's not going to slide around. Now the trick is, how do we get this to stay? Because there again, I can't just melt this in, melt this in, melt this in. So I need to mount it some way that won't affect this in a sense that you will never be, once we remove it, you won't be able to tell. For that, we're going to use this guy right here. This is our plastic stapler. These. Now I will need you to hold the phone for me, buddy. Now what we're going to do is we're going to staple this thing into place. Now this is a simple staple that just has a wavy line on here, and it sticks out about that far. The idea that we're going to do is we're going to heat it up, and we're going to go sideways into the mount like this. So let's go ahead and do it. We'll turn this thing on. Wait a little bit for it to get hot. It'll start to glow red. And then you push it in, as you can see, and now what we want to do is you kind of push it in and turn it, wiggle it a little bit so it gets underneath the plastic. Take your finger off the button, let it cool. Once it's cool, you can pull up on it. And now what we've done is we've plastic welded in this side. Now we'll go ahead and we'll put some more on this side, and that's going to hold our tweeter in place. And these will just pull out and cut off so that when it's hidden behind the factory grill, we don't have to worry about it. So come in here like this. Once it's cool, pull it out. And I just need to put one more over here. Live installation. What fun. So come in like this. Down. This one. Now, like this one I want to move, so all I have to do is just pin it back into the holes. So you can heat them back up. And so we'll do that. And I'm just going to pull this one forward a little more. They can't see it. I was going to say, you got to hold it to where they can see it. All right, so the tweeter is now locked in place.
Yeah.
All right, so it's not going to fall off. It's not going to do anything. The kit comes with some cutters. Hang on. People know we're doing something? Hey, Clearwater, Florida cone. So now we just come in here, we snip that off, and we snip this off. Now, you don't need to snip these off if they're not going to be in a place that is going to deal with them, because if you want to leave them on, that way you can just heat them up and pull them back off if you want in the future. But that's it. So now it's molded into place. And then we can easily just break those off when we need to, pull this tweeter out, put the factory back in.
And that's right, that tweeter doesn't go anywhere.
That tweeter doesn't go anywhere. So there's no glue, there's no silicone, there's no hot glue. It's 100% mounted in place, and we can reverse what we just did. What company makes a staple machine? Funny you should ask. If you go to D&F Tooldrawer.com, we have all the cool tools. You just click on the link, and it'll take you right to Amazon and buy it. I think this is the affordable one. I didn't go too crazy because I didn't know how it would work. But how much y'all charge? We don't do custom-made pillars. We don't do anything. We just make stuff fit where it needs to go from the factory. We don't have time for that, unfortunately.
We don't have time because
we're too busy doing this with you guys and figuring out how to make the factory stuff work. You know, it would have been way easier just slap some Bondo on it and repaint it, and we're all good.
Somebody asked about a 4Runner. Says, can you put the 3.5 where the 2.5 go?
No.
On the Toyota, right there. You go down. Right there.
Can you put the 3.5 so the 2.5 go on the dash of a 4Runner? No, not a 4Runner. That's the small dash. You can on the Tacoma, the Tundra. You can on the Tundra, but the Tacoma has a small dash.
No, this is a 4Runner.
Yeah, but it's built on the same platform. It's the same truck. The 4Runner is not a full size.
Okay.
It doesn't have the room. I mean, buy the Flax, the Focal Flax. That's 2.5. But you mount the tweeter up somewhere else. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you get a high frequency mid range, you're golden. Focal Hertz 3-way components. Flax. I mean, I like the Flax. If those are my choices, I'm going to go Flax. I haven't really. We haven't done much with the Hertz 3-way set yet.
Not with the 3-way.
We've only done the Milli coaxials, so I haven't heard them yet. I think that's really the thing. Hey guys, when are you coming to visit me in Istanbul? Oh, I bet you that would be fun. Who knows? Maybe. One day. We'll see.
One day.
Haley wouldn't mind. That's for sure. All right. I think that's everything I wanted to cover today.
Yeah.
Cool. I got to get back to work. I just wanted to show you guys and tell you some news and get you guys excited, as always. You can pick that thing we used to make this up at Mobile Solutions. If you want to see how we actually did that, we do have a video in the playlist that shows you how to repeat that same process. Where's that one at? Do you have that over here somewhere? I've been seeing it until I need to see it now. So what we do is we walk you through the process of making this guy right here, which is essentially the same thing as what we just built over there. So we have a nice video up walking you through it. Check that out. Otherwise, you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.